Now there is weaknesses to this party. Like not knowing the health to my opponent. Having no special attack damage dealers. Like I said, I will not be going special attack with Gino, so it's going to be much weaker than his normal attack by the end of the game. Very low special defense compared to the normal defense. All this will be weaknesses. At the same time, there are strengths. It is the highest damage output team overall against normal enemies, as in anything that doesn't have a high defense. Like naturally high, not like the things I saw earlier, the shell things, have a naturally high defense. Against those, a magic party is better. But I was kind of hoping that wouldn't happen. But it's okay. Because I do have plenty of pick-me-ups. That was my first, well, that was my second death. But, the first one I've used to pick me up on. I don't think I need to fight those guys. So, I didn't know what order those were. I don't think I need those guys to finish this dungeon. So, we're going to move on. Use that flower tab just to have even flower points for my HP rain. You run at him to the side because if you go in front of him, he just pushes you out of the room. So, it's just saving time there, essentially. Gino isn't 8 yet, so he doesn't have his second skill that I'm kind of missing now. I'm gonna use Psychopath now just to get a good idea of how long the fight's gonna be. Now this element to the fight is why I don't know how hard it's gonna be. I don't know how hard the bombs are gonna hit my party, since their levels are 2 or 3 levels lower at least. Maybe even 3 or 4. I probably should have kept those able juices now that I think about it. There is one attack where they would have come in handy. So I got into phase 2, which essentially just means he uses bigger bombs. That's how you can tell he's getting weaker without using Psychopath, is he goes through 3 phases. I'll know for sure once the next one happens, but I think it's just one more phase. Then I'm gonna Psychopath on that, just to see how far he is. But I'm gonna have to heal Mallow if it comes up right now. Yeah. I healed him anyway because this is the attack I was talking about. This would have been helpful for able juices because Sandstorm puts you in that state of fear. I just hit this phase with Gino at half health. I'm pretty sure those big bombs can kill him. So I don't want to take that risk in Psychopath. I'm gonna heal him up. Since they didn't do damage, I'm gonna Psychopath this turn. And see exactly how far away I am. I don't think I'm that far. Probably a couple hundred. Like 300, 400. 300. He used up all his FP. Oh lord. That was me not paying attention and missing the dodge, so I took way more damage than I needed to. Yeah, I kinda regret selling those able juices now. They weren't worth the, like, 2 coins. I could have finished this boss a while ago just with the extra damage. Sandstorm does run out after like 6 turns, but he'll be dead by then. I guess it ran out now. He tried to use Sandstorm there. He doesn't have the FP to do it. It's like any other turn-based game. The bosses have mana too. Although usually their mana costs are ridiculously low. It's not the case in this one. They tend to have more of a Pokemon-esque mana cost in other games, like Final Fantasy. 7 specifically is the one I remember it happening on. They use something called monster points instead of mana. But it takes like 15 to 20 turns for that to pop up. For their normal skills, they can still attack you normally, which makes sense. Like, even in this game they can still use regular attack, they just can't use their special attack. But so if they attack you normally, it doesn't count towards their monster points used. So that's why it takes like 20 turns for it ever to pop up. If they're not bosses, you'll probably never see it, because I feel like they have like a million monster points in those games. So well, I take that back. You can see it. I've seen it with Genova in Final Fantasy VII. But that's because I took way too long to kill her. Not because it had no FP or monster points. So I just got the 3rd star. Feeling good. Trying to use the analog stick when that's not how I play this game. And there are the kids. One of the things I always found weird is when she turns to the side, it kind of looks like her face is the baby's face that's sitting on her back. And when I was a kid, I always thought that Rattle was her like little brother. So it seemed really out of place. I always thought she was like carrying him by his feet or something. Okay then. I definitely hit right, but whatever you say. One of the problems with this 360 controller is the D-pad. Everybody knows that, but it gets really annoying playing a game like this. Oh, there's the speed up button. So basically, I probably don't even do this optimally, but this is the most optimal for me, because I'm not very good at using those mushrooms on this track, but I can skip all those long side-scroller type tracks just by spamming the button. And I've gotten a decent time doing that way. I just bet it's not as good as like a speedrunner would. And that time I hit left instead of X. I don't even know what possessed me to do it that way. But that turn's too sharp to just hit it once, I guess. It's like that turn I can just hit the button once. But the other turn, I guess, was just too sharp. Which I would have remembered. I think my best time was like 2:20. So it might have been 2:30. But I'm not gonna come anywhere near that. The next section's too long. Basically, because I have all those mushrooms stockpiled, this section does not take very long. 2:31, not bad. Ha! You think Mario uses the door. He'll never use the door. Now it actually tells me I found the star piece. Then you're reminded that your mission was actually to find Peach. And these goofballs show up. Kinda like the 3 stages, except they never smack each other. So they have a princess from the sky. That's all I have to say about that. Sky princess. Let's see if I have any. I need to buy maple syrup, or not maple syrups, able juices. But I can't buy them here. I'll probably have to go back to buy them. I'm gonna talk to this guy, because he has something every once in a while. Which I need to buy each piece to get the later pieces. And he sells 3 items. I would like to get the second item as soon as I possibly can. I don't care about that item because I'm not very good at luckies anyway. So I'm just gonna get rid of it. This store does not sell pick-me-ups. So, I'm gonna head back to Rosetown to get my 5th pick-me-up again. And to buy a couple able juices. Like 2 or 3 maybe. I guess I bought 4. It'll come in handy though. That sandstorm move is really annoying So if I can get rid of the status effect, it will be very, very useful to have able juices. I've never actually tested it, so I don't know for 100%, but I think it will. I'm gonna do a little bit of leveling in here. Not much, because the enemies here are kind of annoying. But the one I want to hit is this guy. I just can't reach him. Damn it. There we go. So he could drop shit all day. I don't want to be in here forever, because I'm going to kill the Lakitus, basically, and then move to the stuff he spawns. I don't think the artichoke can one-shot Mario, so I'm gonna hold off on healing him. That being said, poison followed by a strong attack could be rather annoying, so I will heal him this round. Or I'll drop a Thunderbolt. Which doesn't affect the artichoke, but that's a learning experience. I didn't remember that. So. Huh, I didn't think I had the timing on it. Definitely didn't do the timing for that. Kind of annoying. Not a big fan of this area because of all the poison and all the status effects. Saying that right after I bought some able juices is kind of funny. I guess I'm leveled up enough to not die to that move anymore. Or not to really hurt. I'm gonna heal right after this battle, because that did way more damage than I expected with the poisons. I don't think I have antidote pins. I could go back and buy some, but it would be used so scarcely that I don't want to waste the money on those. The transform pin is the most used out of the status pin. Course. Oh, I missed! I want to kill these carrots first because of that scarecrow bell. Poison's fine. Scarecrow bell and Gino would waste FP. I don't want to do that. I think Gino will kill it. Yeah. So this fight should be over with the symbols. If it isn't, then the finger shot will end it. Symbols do no damage to that thing. Once I get to the first save point in the next area, I think I'm gonna call it on this game. I might play something else right after, but I'm not sure yet. I will be coming back to this later, like tomorrow. Oh. I'm just gonna defend because I don't really need him to finish this fight. It's only one carrot guy. And now it's no carrot guys. he wasted his turn, so... Even if Mallow couldn't kill him, I was going to kill him anyway. So that's it for this room, unless there's a living artichoke, which is very possible. There's a few of these in this area, so... I'm mostly leveling as a preamp for a little bit later down the road, because I don't want to get so behind of my old track that it just becomes way too different. So that would probably make it very frustrating and hard. I don't want that. So to an extent, I'm still playing to my comfort zone, just not so much that it would be very, very boring. Damn it. Oh, that was a living artichoke. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna kill these. I don't really care about killing them, so we're just gonna get rid of them. And that's it for Booster Pass. We are at Booster Tower, which I'll be stopping near the beginning of this, because I think there's a save right inside. But we have run into Bowser. Hey, how you been? That's exactly how I can see Bowser. It's just all casual and laid back. If they designed Bowser more like this game, with a more like serious looking Koopa, rather than like the Paper Mario Bowser or the Mario and Luigi Bowser, I probably could accept either one of those as the successor to this game. But he looks so cartoonish, and more like what Nintendo would have done with Bowser, which is exactly what they did. So, I mean, I get it, but he's a main villain. He should look the part, you know? And he's starting to, more and more, as the graphics get better, and the more Nintendo develops this series as a whole. The Bowser in Mario Galaxy looks amazing. So I just got Bowser, and this is when they teach me about switching allies. I already know how, so I don't want them to teach me, I'm just gonna do it. So this is my standard party throughout the rest of the game. This is because Bowser is the second highest damage in the game when built the way I'm about to build him. I guess there isn't save right in the beginning. I'm gonna kill this guy. Because he's sitting here. I'll be trying to get all the secrets I remember. There's one item in particular I need to leave the tower with. Because I need it later down to pull off this wonderful leveling exploit easily. It's still doable without it, but to do it easily I would need this item. I'm not really going to be using my FP. It will have a purpose once Gino hits 8, I think, maybe 10. These pictures are semi-important, but I never look at them anyway. So he just told me that he has a princess to stop following him. I found the flower tab. He ran back this way, and now when I go back there, sniff it too! I'm just killing these guys because it kind of feels like a story thing to me. They're his his top 3. So I kill them to get to him, essentially, to me. It adds more depth to the character. Now the first time I played through I only killed Sniffit 2. But that's how I learned I could kill the other 2. Cause the other 2 you have to talk to, I'm pretty sure. You had to talk to the first one anyway. Okay, so right here, this might take a couple tries. Or it'll take 1 try. This item I wanted to get because it's a new hammer for Mario. And it smacks him on the head. But it does take me back down to the bottom. If you remember this room, I walked into it looking for the save point. So I have to go back up again, but that's fine. I haven't gone that far up anyway. And I have a much better weapon. Since I don't have my party anymore, the flower tab trick isn't all that useful. It's still useful for healing, but I don't care enough to do it. I stepped on that for a later side thing, and here's one of our first Easter eggs. The original Mario from the NES. I never actually saw this Mario as a child, because the only NES game I remember playing is Super Mario Bros. 3, but then our NES broke, so... which was mostly mine and my sister's fault, because we were really, really young. Then we got a Super Nintendo, and we had Super Mario All-Stars, so that's where I played those games mostly. But to be completely honest, Super Nintendo is slightly older than I am. So... I think. It might be slightly younger. It's been so long since I looked.